With the combine over, I'm going to be looking at who were the standouts, well, some of this year's combine. What is up, Finn fans and potential football fans in general? I'm going to be looking back at the combine. Like I said, it ended today, Sunday. I think there's still technically stuff going on tomorrow, but today I think was the punters and kickers and stuff. And I'm going to look at some of the standouts. Now, I say some of the standouts because I have a list of 9. And I might not get to all the guys you think were stood out and really made a big impact. But these are guys that jumped out to me, and potentially the Dolphins, I might want them to target some of these players. Probably all of these players that I made a list of. So we're going to jump into that, but real quick before we jump into that, I have to shout out a new patron and some new members. Start on the member side, Thomas Allman and William V. Thank you guys so much for becoming a new member. And on the Patreon side, Alex, thank you so much, brother, for becoming a new patron. Again, I have a ton of stuff going on for both you guys. That stuff will be happening as soon. This week is starting free agency week. So I got a lot of videos planned for free agency week. So I got a lot of stuff planned for the members and the patrons. And last but not least, let's get to today's video sponsor, Manscaped. If you don't know about Manscape.com, they are fantastic products that include Lawnmower 4.0 and other great products for the man hygiene. Women can use it as well. But they sent me the Perfect Package 4.0, which comes with, again, the Lawnmower 4.0. It's their newer version of it, hence 4.0. Waterproof, has a light on it. Great for your skin, doesn't nick you. Use it on my face all the time. I shape myself up, which I need to do recently, but you could use it anywhere on your body that hair is. They sent that to me. They also sent me the Crop Preserver, and they sent me the Crop Reviver in this Perfect Package 4.0. If you use the promo code DDW20, you're going to get yourself 20% off. You're going to get yourself some free shipping, and you're also going to get yourself 2 gifts with this. So go over to manscaped.com, use the promo code DDW20, and get yourself the Perfect Package 4.0. And thank you so much for sponsoring this video. So yes, looking at the combine, I'm going to break down a few guys that I thought stood out, right? No specific order. I just have a list of 9. Kind of bulked them together, though. So the positions are going to kind of be together. We're going to start with, to me, a position that I think the Dolphins should probably really target in the draft. That's running back. And one of the guys that really stood out to me was Kenneth Walker, the third running back out of Michigan State. He ran a 4.38. The wide receivers and the running backs were ridiculously fast this year. He ran a 4.38 40, right? A baseline for the broad jump, I think it is about a 9 foot 11 inches. He did a 10 foot 12 inches. So he's got that jumping skill. A base for that is about 34 inches. He was right there with the base of 34 inches. His film, on top of what he did at the combine, on top of, his field work and all that stuff, could possibly be the number 1 running back taken. And I would not be upset if he is the Dolphins pick at 29. Maybe that's a little too early for some of you guys, but Kenneth Walker III really showed up at the combine and really showed why he is one of the top. Another guy that came in and, made a really good name for himself, Pierre Strong, running back out of South Dakota State, ran a 4.37 40. He has 10 rushes of 50 or more yards in his college career. He was quick, decisive, great foot movement on the field work. He's another guy who's starting to rise up the ranks, and I think had a really good standout there. Again, Pierre Strong, running back out of South Dakota State. Fast. I think he was the fastest running back out there, 4.37. Really, really fast. Now we're going to flip it to another position that a lot of guys are like, we should look at this position in the draft. That's wide receiver. And a standout for me is Christian Watson, wide receiver out of North Dakota State. Ran a 4.36 40. Fast. Very fast. But that's not where he really came into his all. Those drills on the field. He was smooth, fast, great hands, was getting doing fantastic work on the field, really came out. This wide receiver draft class is really, really, really deep. I will talk more about what I want the Dolphins to do in tomorrow's video, where I finally talk about the free agent targets. But Christian Watson is a potential first-round pick right here in that wide receiver. Speaking of first-round pick, might be the first overall wide receiver taken. That's Chris Olave. Yes, I said his name right this time. Wide receiver out of Ohio State, ran a 4.39 40. Absolutely destroyed the on-the-field drills, the cone drills, the drill where you see them catching the ball as they're running their routes, all that stuff. The quarterbacks were having a hard time throwing the go routes on certain wide receiver drills, and they were overthrowing a ton of the wide receivers. Were not overthrowing Chris Olave. So really, really good guy there. Again, I don't think he'll be there at 29 for the Dolphins to take. I can expect some of these, wide receiver needy teams earlier in the first to grab him, maybe the Philadelphia Eagles or something, being that they have 2 early round picks there. Then we're going to switch over to the offensive line, and we're going to start with tackle. You're going to be surprised I got this name, Akeem Ekwonu. Again, I had to listen to his name a few times. Tackle out of North Carolina. This man is 6'4", 310 pounds, 34-inch arm span. He ran a 4.93 40. To run that speed, being 6'4", 310 pounds, is impressive. He is fast, was smooth in the drills, quick on his feet. That's something that the Dolphins are probably looking for, especially running that zone run scheme. Quick on his feet, probably is fighting to be the first overall taken offensive lineman. It's between him and the Alabama offensive lineman. The Alabama offensive lineman was not there at the combine, so this really gives Akeem the upper hand to potentially be the first offensive lineman taken. Another guy that killed it today or this weekend was Zion Johnson, the guard out of Boston College. Applebaum knows all about him. He had 32-inch rep on the bench press. So he is a strong, strong man. He shows a ton of power without planting his feet during his drills. What that means is really quick on the move, on his feet, but he still has his power. He still shows the power that he showed in that 32 rep bench press. So Zion Johnson, another name. Then we're going to go to the defensive side. Now, Dolphins could still take defense. I got 2 defensive guys. Damone Clark out of LSU, the linebacker, ran a 4.57 40. He had a 36.5-inch vert. He was the nation's leader in tackling. He had great drills on the field. Again, under control. He was balanced, and he shows that he has enough to cover a ton of space, but also get after and make the tackles. Again, leading the nation in tackles. I would not be upset if the Dolphins took Damone Clark, the linebacker. Dolphins kind of need to address that linebacker position. Then we have Jordan Davis, defensive tackle out of Georgia. 4.78 this man ran in a 40-yard dash. 4.78. He had a 32-inch vert, 10 and 3-inch vert, a broad jump, at 341 pounds. This is a big man, moving quick. Great drills. Again, he's quick, great hands, excellent bend. And what they mean by that is they have that drill where they have the rings on the ground and you have to touch it at the points. They do that to see if you can make that bend to get around the tackles. Great bend, great hands there. Final guy I'm going to talk about. Now, Jordan Davis, would the Dolphins take him? I don't know. I don't see defensive tackle being as a top need for the Dolphins, especially with Christian Wilkins, Raekwon Davis. We still have some pretty good defensive tackles. If they did take him, it's a great pick there. When? Third round. But here's a guy that didn't pop up to me till today. And if you follow me on Twitter, go follow me on Twitter, you'll see who I'm talking about. And that's Matt Araiza. You're like, who? Who the heck is Matt Araiza? Matt Araiza is the punter out of San Diego State. And he's got a foot on him. I'll pop up the video of him nailing an 80-yard punt. This man has a leg on him. Now, obviously a lot of people see punters and they're like, who gives a flip about punters, Doug? You know, it's special teams, yada, yada, blah, blah, blah. Punting is important. Is it the most important? Is it as important as offensive line, defense? No. But you have a 2-point lead and you have to punt it from your own 25, and you have a punter who can consistently nail a 70-yard punt, an 80-yard punt, and you can pin them on their own 15 with, you know, a minute left and you're only up by 2, that's important. You need a good punter. Also, a lot of people have talked about and have speculated and have shown evidence that Pilardi kind of hurt Sanders' punting percentage by how he held the ball. So that's also very important. So I know, you know, you look at Matt Arise and you're like, punter, Doug, really? I'm looking at him, potential 5th round pick. Some people on Twitter were even saying 4th. You know, we have 2 4s. Some people were saying 5th, because I said a late round. To me, late rounds 5, 6, 7. Consider that maybe even just the 6th, 7th rounds a late round. Mid rounds, like what, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I wouldn't mind taking him if he was still on the board in the 5th round, maybe even the 6th round. But yeah, a lot of the guys that, and again, I do my top 5 prospects and everything. Kenneth Walker, really love him at running back. You know, you got Chris Olave. Yeah, geez. That name's going to be a nightmare for me to consistently say. He's, to me, the number 1 wide receiver. You know, Christian Watson, the Dolphins could probably get him in the 2nd round. North Dakota State, or that 29th pick in the 1st round, depending on how things fall. Akeem Aquanu, Dolphins have no chance at him. Even with that, you know, the top center that they met with, he's behind, no shot. Zion Johnson, maybe they can get him at 29. They might have to trade up for Zion Johnson. Depends on the run at offensive lineman. And then, you know, Damone Clark, the linebacker out of LSU, I wouldn't mind that. But then it's like Jordan Davis. Do the Dolphins really need a defensive tackle? But comment below. Let me know what you think of my list of top performers. Did I miss any that you specifically like? You know, these are guys that popped out to me. These are guys that I liked. Is there any guys that you like that I didn't mention? There's a ton of wide receivers that had great days. So, you know, me just naming 2 doesn't necessarily mean I didn't recognize the others. So if you know or you've seen things that really pop at you, comment below. Let me know. Like I said, this week is free agency week. Next Monday, the 14th, is when the tampering period starts. So tomorrow, you're going to get my free agent like targets. Then I have potential trades. So I have a few players that are on the trade market that could the Dolphins trade for, and I'll talk about that. Me and Big O are going to talk more free agency. Then I'm going to give you guys like my free agent philosophy, what the Dolphins should do. Again, this whole week is just dedicated to free agency. Then next week, you're getting even more content, probably multiple quick videos from my phone, during the day with free agency breaking. If Dolphins are targeting this guy, Dolphins have agreed with this guy, yada, yada. You're going to get consistent videos from me. You're going to be straight from the phone. So the next 2 weeks are going to be crazy town. So I hope you guys subscribe. Hope you guys enjoy the content. Other than that, I'll see you tomorrow with the free agent target video. But like usual, stay classy. That fins up.